People who clap for you today might ignore you tomorrow. And if your confidence is built on their applause, what happens when the clapping stops? That's why the most important thing you can do is focus on yourself. Not in a selfish way, but in a way that makes you better every single day. See, when you make yourself the priority, you stop worrying about what everyone else is doing. You stop chasing people who don't appreciate you. You stop explaining yourself to those who are committed to misunderstanding you. Instead, you turn all that energy inward, where it actually makes a difference. It's easy to get caught up in what other people think. Maybe you've got big dreams, but you're afraid to take the first step because you don't know how people will react. Maybe you're trying to improve yourself, but every time you make progress, someone has something negative to say. Let me tell you something. People will always have opinions. They will always have something to say. But opinions don't pay your bills. They don't put food on your table, and they certainly don't determine your worth. The moment you start prioritizing your growth over their validation, you become unstoppable. You stop looking around wondering if people notice your progress. You stop posting every move you make just to prove you're doing something. You stop living for the approval of people who wouldn't even notice if you disappeared. Instead, you develop discipline. You wake up every day and put in the work, not because someone is watching, but because you know it's necessary. There's power in moving in silence. When you're focused on yourself, you don't have to announce every goal, every plan, every success. You just keep working, you just keep growing, and before you know it, the results speak for themselves. The people who doubted you, they'll see it. The ones who didn't believe in you, they'll see it. But by then, their opinion won't even matter because you didn't do it for them. You did it for yourself. And let me tell you something else. When you truly focus on yourself, you develop a level of peace that no one can shake. You're no longer controlled by other people's judgments. You don't feel the need to explain yourself. You don't get caught up in unnecessary arguments trying to prove your worth. You just exist in your own power, knowing that your value doesn't decrease because someone else fails to see it. So I want you to ask yourself, are you living for them or are you living for you? Are you making choices based on what you truly want, or are you adjusting yourself to fit into someone else's idea of who you should be? Because at the end of the day, you are the one who has to live with the decisions you make. You are the one who has to look in the mirror and be proud of the person staring back. No one else.